This fielded at the 2. And he's got Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And, indeed, he did not.
Come on, play, bro.
Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board. They're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose.
Yeah, boy, you playing with treacherous waters, boy.
Add to our league.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
There we go, baby.
Has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Green bean, green machine.
Shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they got 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh my God.
Mom, get that boy some milk.
Derrick Henry.
Mom, get that boy some milk, bro.
Touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Derrick Henry, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of. The extra. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. At the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Yellow, I'm the little lady. I'm scared.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Being chased out left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 43. Shit. Zach.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Now I'm about to send again. Anybody got another use again? Right now. Yeah, I'm go ahead and send you an invite. You joining? I said you joining. Franchise. You boys started your game already? Let me see what team how you go to. I might as well put you in Kobe in division. Team. So look, you want to go to the Lions or you want to go to? You want to go to the? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey, you could go to. Hey, you could go to the Rams. You could go to the Saints or the Lions. Hey, this is a fantasy draft, so plays in every team. I tell you all you got. So I look overall. We got Tom Brady and Devontae Adams on Saints with Derwin James Jr., Le'Veon Bell, Bill Robinson. Yeah. Hold on, I'm taking some other players out. Well, the team I said Rams. Keenan Allen, DJ Chark, Andrew Luck, Zach Ertz, Aaron Jones, that cornerback. I don't know some boy's name. What's that nigga's name? Shit, that's all.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Came from the, pick a team from the NFC.
Yeah. Switch it. Come on,
Oh,
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Danny. Four down.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The light, Longhorn light, on the way home. Yeah, she don't want to talk about she has.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Talk to me about
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Check three.
Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Gets around him. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Forced out to his left. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Wilson on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
25.
To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. This time Jackson will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some space here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Crunch time.
Draw play, Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
It's our time. It's our time. Go, go, go. Check 26, check 26. First down. Good job right there, good job right there.
At the 23-yard line.
5, 6. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. Stills. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Yeah.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. The backup Murray, his first throw. Step. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Kyler Murray with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll weave his way up all the way up a few yards shy of midfield.
Yeah.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great with the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Right, 315. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Wilson, and that will be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably. They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way. And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets this one to Garcon. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave. And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of